Snow fell in the nation's capital this week, but it wasn't the cold that sent a chill down the backs of pro-family Americans. Rather, it was the words of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi as she defended the more than 10% of the economic stimulus bill that was earmarked for programs like family planning. Why is a massive expansion of family planning, or more correctly, abortion promotion, contained in a bill that is supposed to jumpstart the economy? Well, that sounds like a reasonable question, and that is essentially the question that ABC's George Stephanopoulos asked the Speaker. Her reply, quote, "Family planning services reduce cost," end quote. She went on to explain to Mr. Stephanopoulos that we are in an economic crisis and this would help cities and states save money. Well, even George Stephanopoulos appeared to be taken back by her matter-of-fact defense of $87 billion potentially being given to organizations like Planned Parenthood at a time when the economy is hemorrhaging. This was a rare but candid glimpse into the mind of a liberal. Children are viewed as something to avoid or abort rather than to conceive and care for. After unified opposition from conservatives and Republicans, President Obama this week asked Speaker Pelosi to drop family planning from the massive bill. But don't be deceived, the threat is not over. Similar measures like the Prevention First Act are still waiting in the wings in Congress. These policies are driven in pursuit of short-term political gain, as the long-term plight of a nation with a dwindling worker population is bleak. Consider that in 1950 there were 16.5 workers for every retiree. Today it's 3.3 workers for every retiree. Within 40 years it will be just 2 workers per retiree. There will not be enough workers to pay the tab for all the government programs and benefits that the Speaker and others want to give away in return for political support. In reality, the stimulus bill is more about pork and political payoffs than economic recovery. Billions are earmarked for groups like Acorn that have recently been the subject of criminal investigations, and unions which supported the new majority in the recent election. If Congress truly desires to advance a stimulus plan that aids the economy, their plan should include 3 major objectives. First, proposals should favor permanent changes that foster long-term job creation by increasing our competitiveness in the global economy. Second, tax parity, gained for families from 1994 to 2004 and maintained for the past 5 years, must not be reduced. In fact, they should be made permanent. Third, tax changes are needed that promote personal savings, which will spur investments and charitable giving that will help maintain thriving private and charitable sectors that directly impact the economy. Mr. President, Madam Speaker, what our families need is real economic reform that will not require our firstborn, but secure their future as well as our own. For more information on what real economic stimulus should look like, visit us at www.frc.org.